All right, today we are gonna look at making our masks to match what we wear. I don't know about you guys, but I enjoy having my mask match my shirt. And some shirts are just really hard to match. So today I'm going to show you how to make your mask match and how to go about it. Creating your mask, because I don't know about you guys, but I've gotten to where I fashionably want to match my masks with my outfits. Not everything works, so I decided I want to try and do something with this MTV shirt that I wear, something fun to put on it. If you haven't seen my cable tie masks, this is what they look like. They have a nice pocket inside. But just for fun, I put pink thread on it to stand out a little more. And because my shirt has kind of the pink lines through it. So obviously to paint, you can just get fabric paints, but I tend to have a lot of acrylic paints around the house. So instead of spending that money on getting extras, all you need to do is add this textile medium to it. You can get it at any craft store, usually in the paint section. And you mix 1 part paint to 2 part textile medium, and it makes it flexible and easy to use, washable, and yeah, so that when you use it, your acrylic paints would normally crack, but with this it won't. So saves a lot of money if you have it. If not, just feel free to do fabric paints. So I found this muffin tin for mini muffins, and it'll be perfect for our project. It has all the little holes to mix different colored paints. And then once you've got it all mixed up with your textile medium, you can grab some saran wrap, some press and seal saran wrap, and cover it up. And it'll actually usually keep it good for quite a few days, so that you can do your project over a span of time. So I'm not worried about being too perfect here, so just go ahead and pour some of your paint in, and then obviously whatever you squeeze in, you're gonna double that amount with your textile medium. So once it's together, go ahead and mix it up really thoroughly. I just use the end of my paintbrush to do that. All right, so I have now mixed my paints with all the textile medium to be as close as I can to my shirt. So I just went ahead with a watercolor pencil and gently sketched in the way I want the pattern to go with the M and the TV. Now what I want to do is match the reddish color. So I'm just going to go ahead and start painting the TV first. Realize that cotton does wick away moisture, which is great. But it means we'll more than likely have to put more than one coat of paint on.
You get a little more dimension in it, and it doesn't move when the mask doesn't move when it's on your face because of the cable tie, and so it doesn't suck in and out. So it kind of makes it a little easier to do little art. More artsy moves. And of course, you're not happy with your penciling in, you can go ahead and do some freehand. All right, that part of the T there. Let's go for the V here.
Okay, so I grew up in the era of MTV. I was around when it started. Does that make me old? It kind of does. Now, if I was a really good history buff, I could tell you when MTV started. So being the first one already kind of soaked in a bit, I'm just going to go ahead and continue repainting it. Now you could also use fabric paints, the pens, but on the mask it would be a little harder. You can't really lay any mask completely flat. This one you could do it before you sew it together. You do have a good little panel on there, so definitely some things would be different. I wanted to do this more dimensional because I want to get in the little lines there and stuff. Okay, All right, my red's not super red, but that's okay. So now we kind of got the MTV with more of a purple look to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with my darker purple because I don't want my hand touching that wet side. I'm gonna start from above. Now on the sign, or on my shirt, it kind of has a thicker look where it shows like some of the paints coming through. So I probably am not going to be quite as solid on this part. We'll get my outline there. I want my MTV. You know, I keep looking for fabrics out there that I could get to go with it, but I just like the idea too is we have to wear these masks, so it's kind of fun to create your own thing. I'm not going to make it perfect there. I'm going to let some of that black show through on there. Just kind of pouncing as I go here. It's kind of fun because you can just play with it a little bit and see what kind of look you want. And then of course you're working around another color there. So if it's not totally dry, be careful because you don't want to mix the two together. But you also could allow that little blackness that you're leaving around it kind of will emphasize your letters too. Which is kind of, they've got the black around it on this shirt, so. Okay, I know that looks kind of cakey there, but that's okay because it'll dry nice. So on this particular one, I kind of want my colors to blend. So I'm not wanting it to totally dry, so I'm just going to come in now with my lighter purple. The shirt has that kind of the paint on it's kind of crackled a bit. Making my lines a little bit more precise as I go around the edge. So it's depending what you're gonna put on your mask. You can tell too it's allowing for a thicker coat now that the fabric's absorbed a lot of the moisture. Now as we're going along, it's the rest of the paint's starting to stay on top more. And then just remember too, whatever paintbrushes you use, that'll help you to get the look you want.
Alrighty, so now we're going to try and get a little bit of paint on here. So I just look at my picture and try and base it off of the look it has.
And you can also blend too and mix your colors together. You don't have to. I think I can take some white and come right in there now. It's a little bit too thick for me. Fortunately, with any artwork, you can use your brush to tone it down. Give it a different look. Use some of the rougher edges. And you can blot on too. You just want to give it a bit of a speckled look. I kind of like that look better. So you can always have fun and play around. Yeah, that's the color I want. Now it's getting that look like the picture. By golly, I think we've got it. Much better. Much better. You know, obviously it's not going to look exact, but and then I think what I'm going to do is come in and do, unfortunately, the red that I got is kind of a metallic red, which adds a little bling to it, but I just got to put another layer on here so it looks a little darker. So I've always learned stuff by watching videos and figuring it out. So it's like with anything, you don't know till you try it. So if you're a little nervous, like I said, just get a plain piece. I kind of just go for the gusto. It's like, I can't wait. I want it to be perfect the first time. And sometimes it is, and sometimes it isn't. But if it isn't, then I just make another one till I feel it's perfect or good as to what I want. I could even jabber a little bit color in there too if we wanted to. It helps that I have some brushes to mess around with a bit here. You can also dry stipple, which is where you take some paint and put on your brush, and then you use your paper to dab it, because you want to get that paint look off, and then you can just come in. The colors are too close, you can't really see it. There we go. Okay, maybe in this case, don't dry it off. It's not showing up, but I think it's just because my colors are so close. And if I'm not totally happy with how I did the white and the pink, I can come back up here and cover it a little. And put a little bit of white on that. And this I'm just going to jab. That was a little too much, so I'm just going to dab it off. Okay, so I kind of like that drag looked better. And the nice thing with paints is you can just keep going over what you don't like. So I am going to bring in a, can you see that? Super thin little end brush and try and get some of those lines. I think we're just going to go down the middle there.
Samurai sword on my back. You don't know how to act. Maybe you should relax. Maybe you should relapse. Just kidding. stop, stop, stop. Stop, 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 stop. Stop, 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 stop. Stop, 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 stop.
Putting in some grid lines. This is what we got. So, am I the best painter in the world? No. But can you have fun with your masks? Yeah, you can let your kids draw on them or paint on them, fabric markers. It's like, have fun, make a statement. They're around for a while and just enjoy. So I hope you enjoyed watching this, that you learned something. Like, comment, subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching. All right, so here's the mask made. There's the shirt. I don't think it turned out too bad. Let me know what you think. And subscribe to my channel. Bye-bye.